Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Go Native Farms. We're here on location at the Herd Museum at the Indian Fair and Market, and we are here today at Noreen Simplicio's table. And we did talk with her in the past, but we're going to look at some of the stuff she has today, and she's going to talk a little bit about her items. And let's take a look at this one, Noreen, right there.
Yes.
I'm going to be buying that one from you. Could you tell us a little bit about that one?
Okay, this piece was actually done in May of 2021, right when the pandemic hit in our village, and there was a lot of sad things that happened. We lost a lot of people, and the kids in the schools were like, "Oh, we don't want to go to school because we're scared, whatnot." And they asked me to do a virtual class, and then I said, well, I don't know if a virtual class will happen because play has to be like um, face-to-face teaching. But we tried it, and we made some little pots and things like that, and then I talked to the kids about like what what can we do, or what can we create to show our strength and our power, and how we can all embrace together at this sad time. So we talked about it, and we talked about how I talked a little bit about how our hands are our strength, and it's also part of our history, about our migration history, how like we all have to be hand in hand to support each other through our tough times in life. And so we decided to do our hands because it means strength, power, healing. So we started cutting out some hands, and I asked the kids, since a lot of the things that happened to our community was sad, and I said, let's think about things that are happened during the pandemic that have been good and positive. So I asked the kids, what's some things that has happened to you or your family, um, that's been positive and good during this sad time? So I asked the kids to draw, make some images on their hands, and as they got completed, we had a talking session, and the stories were so incredible. This is my hand here. I had the left and the right. The left has been sold. This one, it belongs to Eric,
Yes.
and it just represents my right hand, which I use to create all my beautiful pieces.
Okay.
And a lot of the designs on it are images. They're called geometric patterns, but there's a lot of the fine line for rain. Water brings life. A lot of feather symbols, cloud symbols, all done with natural clay pigments that I harvest in the mountains. And it just shows a lot of meaningful designs, and the hand itself represents power, strength, and healing. So my original idea was to create a bunch of hands from youth children and display them at the ZYEP Youth Center in Zuni,
Okay.
and hoping that maybe we will place our hands connecting, touching on the thumbs and so forth, and to be displayed at the youth center. And then in the future, something in the idea of hands across America.
Okay.
I wanna. I'm hoping that this project will continue so that we can connect as many hands in our community for the good healing that's to be happening in the future.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling us about that piece. And then, how many years have you been coming to the Herd Museum to the show?
Oh my gosh. I feel like for the last 35 years of
30.
my life, well, 35 years of doing art.
Okay.
But yeah, I love coming. It was harder getting here because I am now a teacher at Zuni Twin Butte Cyber Academy and in Zuni Middle School. and that takes most of my time away from what my true passion is.
Okay, and just real quick, tell us about some of these other pieces, like maybe this really nice big one here.
Okay, that one is actually a water jar. It's my piece. It was once used as a functional piece, but now it's more for decorative use. I've done a lot of pieces with my froggies.
Okay.
Froggies, we have a frog clan in Zuni.
Okay.
Also, the frogs represent water, and water is life.
Awesome.
And I do my frogs in fun ways. I have some of them coming out, and then this little guy in the bottom, he's waiting, he's trying to figure out how to get out.
I see. Okay. And let's look at the bottom of that pot. Do you sign your stuff? There we go.
There we go.
Noreen Simplicio.
That is my signature there.
I like it. So when you guys see this video, you won't be able to make it to the 2025, but you'll probably be back here in 2026 selling?
Most likely.
Okay, so come on down to the Herd Museum in 2026, and you should definitely check out Noreen's work because it is really amazing. And I do own a couple pieces of her work, and I'm going to be buying this beautiful hand that she talked about earlier today. And thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. And anything else you wanted to say or anything like that?
I would just say if you're interested in any of the pieces, you can message me, Facebook, Noreen Clark. I know my name is funny of my Facebook name, but it's under Noreen Clark. Or you could, find me on the internet under Noreen Simplicio.
And I'll put the links in the description below where you can find Noreen because she does sell her work from her house as well, not just at the Herd Museum. But this is a really nice event that has all sorts of different Native American cultural things going on. And please come check it out sometime. Well, thank you very much, everyone. And thank you for talking to us about this lovely piece today. Have a great day. And there's that very beautiful piece I bought from Noreen Simplicio. I got it home and I put it on my wall and it is looking good. And I'm really glad that I got that piece. And it is on the wall next to a couple of masks that a Navajo artist made. And I'll see if I can get in touch with this guy because he makes some really interesting masks. And not that many people make masks. So I'll see if I can track him down and do an interview with him. I got these from him many years ago, probably back in 2013. And I'll see if I can find him. And then that beautiful piece I got from Noreen, another piece that she made for me some years ago. And that is really nice. Well, thank you guys very much for tuning in and stay tuned. I'll be doing some more interviews with some really good Native American artists. If you like my program, please do like and subscribe. Thank you very much and have a great rest of the day.